I received a request to do a video about how I stay grounded. Let's start with what being grounded means. Being grounded is simply the ability to stay calm in the face of adversity and tap into who you truly are at your core. That's it. The ability to tap into who you are at your core in the face of adversity. This is how I do it. The first thing I did was define myself. If I didn't define who I was, then everything that everyone ever said to me would make up the person that I would become. I would basically believe what anybody said to me about myself, and that's who I would be. So I had to take the time to separate myself from all outside noise, all outside opinions, all outside relationships outside of my kids, and really spend time getting to know myself. I was a wife for 20 years. I've been a mother since I'm 18. I'm 72. I'm 42 right now. And so I only knew myself in the scope of being someone's mom or being someone's wife or being someone's adopted stepchild. I never really knew who I was until after my husband died and after my kids got taken and I got them back and after I had gotten off of drugs after being on them for 20 years. I did not know who I was until basically I died, because I am not the person that I used to be, and none of us are. We evolve constantly, just like nature. We are nature. We are animals. We are spirits in human form. So after defining who I was for myself, I have to constantly remind myself of that. I have to constantly remind me of who I am every single day. Before I even get out of bed, I'm laying in bed and I'm like, thank you, thank you. I call all of my energy back to me because, listen, I'm on social media. That's a lot of people commenting on my life, a lot of people thinking about me, a lot of people discussing me. I'm going to need my energy back. So I constantly remind myself of who I am. I am a teacher, I am an artist, I am a magician, I am an alchemist, blah, 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 on and so on and on forth. Define myself for myself, and I remind myself of who I am constantly and all the time. The third thing I do is drown out the noise. I don't give a damn what anybody says about me because nobody knows me. Nobody knows what I'm capable of. Nobody knows what I've been through. And I'm not about to explain every little tiny thing because nobody will ever get it. You would really have to see the whole picture to understand someone. So you don't owe anybody any explanations. Let your character speak for yourself. Let who you are really shine, and you don't even have to explain yourself or why you do what you do because, it'll be right. The truth stands on its own. It doesn't need anyone to justify it or call it the truth. The truth is the truth. I defined myself. I remind myself of who I am, and I do not allow anyone else to tell me who I am or why I have done anything. One's harder on me than me anyway, so ain't nothing y'all saying doing of it. The most important thing that I've done to stay grounded is to cultivate a relationship with spirit, God, whatever you want to call her, the universe, nature, all of those things, and my ancestors, all of those things. I connect with every person in my bloodline that has come before me, whether they're good or bad, and because there's something I can learn from them. And I feel like it's my responsibility to represent for my bloodline and to clear any type of toxicity or viruses that we have in our blood, be them spiritual or actual, or physical. I take that responsibility, so I conduct myself that way. Life has a new meaning when you live a life of service. So I don't get to just react and respond the way I would want to, the way my ego wants me to. I have to do it in a way that honors my entire bloodline. And that is just the standard that I hold for my own life, and that's how I raise my children. So connecting with the universe, connecting with nature, connecting with spirit, connecting with creation, learning how to work with these energies so that you can create the life you want. These are the things that I spend my time doing. This is how I stay grounded because it's keeping me grounded in the fact that this is what my life's purpose is. Nothing else matters. It's all a distraction. It's all just to get you triggered and confused and feed into the fear matrix and to get you off your life path. You gotta stay focused. You gotta stay focused. Honestly, I'm willing to do what a lot of people aren't willing to do. I cut off all my friends and anyone that called themselves my family because nobody around me really meant me any good anyway, and they weren't doing much with their life anyway, and I was just changing too rapidly, and those relationships were taking up too much space and too much energy and diverting me from my life's purpose. I'm sorry, my life's purpose is more important. My life's purpose is more important than any relationship outside of my children. Being a mom, number one. But other than that, life's purpose. Nothing else matters. I'm here to evolve. That's it. It makes it real simple once you realize what you're here for. Otherwise, you're just getting up, going to work, coming home, eating, pooping, going to bed. That's not enough for me. I'm going to need more. So that's how I primed my mind to be grounded. I will do a separate video about the physical things that I actually do to stay grounded, the daily activities that I do to stay grounded. Remember, this is a mind-body connection. This is how we heal holistically. We have to connect the mind and the body. So this is how I prime my mind. We'll get into how I prime my body next time. I love you. Thank you for spending time here, and fare you well. Peace.